Hi, Coach Kristi here. I am so excited to chat with you all today. There are a few things I want to go over. So, as a new coach, whether you're a brand new coach or you're an elite coach or you're a 15-star diamond, superstar diamond coach, no matter what level of coach you are, whether you're just getting started or you've been a coach for 5 years, there are basic behaviors that every coach does. And I want to go through those basic vital behaviors today. And I was actually having a conversation today with a potential coach that will be joining the team this week, and we were talking about behaviors, and he had brought up a good point, and he said, I have a bunch of goals, but really what it takes is me being consistent in my daily habits. He's like, you brought that up the other day, and I thought that was a good point. And I wanted to share these 3 vital behaviors with you all. Actually, I call them the 4 vital behaviors because they have to become habit. For you to be able to see consistent results and consistent growth in your business, for you to help others, you have to change your habits into habits that create positive change in your life. No matter what our habits are, they have an effect on us. That's how we live our life. So if you have a negative habit, okay, here's a perfect example. I eat cake a lot. I love cake. Now the problem is I will create a habit of having cake every day, and then it turns into me having cake twice a day, and I have to kick that habit, because if I continue to have cake twice a day, over the course of a year, I'm probably going to put on 5 or 10 pounds. Over the course of a couple years, it's going to be even more. And so where if I just make it where I'm eating healthy and have my cheat meal of cake once a week, then this isn't going to be such a problem. I'm creating positive habits of eating well and eating nutritious food and not just sugar and carbs. But sometimes we get off track from those habits. So I am here to go through today with you the 3 vital behaviors. And if you're on track with these habits daily and you're consistent with these and you're moving your business forward, awesome job. Keep going. Keep at it. If you need work in these areas, that's okay. You have that control. You have that power to change it right now, starting today. You have the power to implement these 3 or 4 vital behaviors in your business and to be consistent with them. And anyone that's successful will tell you it requires consistency. Success does not happen overnight. It doesn't. You have to learn, and we all start from different points in our journeys. We all start with different skills and abilities, and so some of us maybe have to create to have to learn more skills and abilities than someone else. Maybe you don't know how to send an email, or you're not good with social media. You don't know how Facebook works. I will tell you, I was there. I hadn't been on Facebook in 3 years when I got started as a coach. I didn't use Facebook. I wasn't a social media person. I barely started an Instagram about a year ago. So social media is new to me. But yet I continue learning. I stick with the vital behaviors, and I learn all the skills and abilities as I go by being consistent with these behaviors. So now to get into those behaviors, the first vital behavior is invite, invite, invite. Now, inviting, there's so many different ways you can invite. You can invite people to challenge groups. You can invite people to join you in the coach opportunity. You can invite someone over to share and do an insanity workout with you. You can invite someone over for a shake and share. You can invite someone over for a home party. You can invite someone to join you to work out. You can invite someone to a free fitness challenge group that you're running. Like currently I'm running a free 30-day flat belly challenge group on Facebook. You can invite someone to a coach sneak peek group. Hopefully your team runs those. If not, you can run them. You can be a brand new coach and run those types of things. My coach above me, she moved and lots was going on in her life. So if I wanted those things, I had to run them, and I would just start them. So it doesn't matter what level you are, you can start it. You can take the control and invite someone to that. We just had a national wake-up call recently with Anita Myron, which was an incredible call, and she goes through the different things that she invites to every week. So on the first Monday of the month, it's a free 7-day clean eating challenge group. The second Monday of the month, it's a coach basics group, which is a coach training group for all the new coaches that get started. The third Monday of the month, she starts a coach sneak peek group. And the fourth Monday of the month, it's a challenge group. So there are 4 things in 1 month that you can invite to. So inviting, that is the most crucial behavior. Or actually, I think they're all crucial, but that's one of the 3 crucial vital behaviors. And now, that is also the most scary behavior when you're a brand new coach. It is. So lucky for you, we have tons of inviting processes. I know if you go to Amber Scott's Facebook or YouTube page, she has training on how she invites people. She was a top challenge pack salesperson, so she has her inviting down. She also has a national wake-up call where she goes through how she invites people to Earn Success Club in less than 72 hours. Incredible call. All the national wake-up calls are in your Coach Online office. So if you go into your Coach Online office, you sign into Team Beachbody with your email and password, and then go to Coach Online office. On the right-hand side of the page under Breaking Coach News, it'll show you the National Coach Wake-Up Call. So the National Coach Wake-Up Call from today was a social media call with Stephanie Chico. I love Stephanie. She's an incredible coach to follow, a heart of gold. And I was lucky enough to sit beside her during Summit on the elite floor. But her call was on social media. So if you go into our Breaking Coach News, you'll see her replay for the National Coach Call. If you click on that, there's also another link that says View All Previous Coach Calls. So you can click on that and go to the archives and look through all the previous coach calls. Amber Scott has a great one on inviting. But we also have in our Coach Online office the 5-step invitation process. Now what I challenge you all to do is to take the 5-step invitation process and make it your own. Read through it, study it like there's going to be a test on it, and read all the different points. Read how you handle objections. There's also a process on how to handle objections. And then write out your own invite process. One that has your own voice. Before I ever invite to any of my challenge groups each month, depending on what type of group, I write out an invite process for myself to make it easier with each person that I'm inviting. And sure, sometimes I have to copy and paste the invite and then add a few sentences to make it more custom for that person that I'm talking with, depending on their goals or what we're talking about in messaging or conversation. So take those processes that are already created. You don't have to reinvent the wheel, but use it as a guideline to create your own invite process. I know a lot of coaches have great success just copying and pasting that invite process, and then others don't feel like they want to do that. They want their own voice behind it. So create that then. Use that as a guide and create your own invite process. So that's number 1. Number 1 is of the 3 vital behaviors is inviting. So write out a plan now for July, for August, for September, October, November, December, throughout the entire year. What are you going to be inviting to every month? You need to be inviting to something all the time. You don't just have a new challenge group start and then take 2 or 3 weeks off from inviting. If you do that, you are stopping the momentum in your business. If you're inviting consistently every day for a challenge group or a coach sneak peek or a free challenge group, or the coach opportunity, if you're always inviting to something, and when you invite to the coach opportunity, you have a deadline of when that coach training, that coach basics or coach emerald boot camp is going to be starting. So you always want to have something to be inviting to, because if you aren't consistently inviting, you're going to have gaps in your business, and that's going to slow your growth as a coach. So then number 2, the second vital behavior after inviting is to be a product of the product. And this one is crucial as well, because as you're a product of the product, for example, we have the 3-day refresh right now. That's awesome. In 3 days, you can have a story to tell of why you started a 3-day refresh, how each day was. You can share that story as you go through the 3-day refresh, and then you have your after results in 3 days, and you can invite to a challenge group. So how cool is that? That's an awesome one to start. For me, when I got started as a coach, Shakeology. I had a huge story with Shakeology, or what I thought was huge, because I crave sweets like no other. I felt like I had no control over it. I didn't know why. And of course, it was just bad habits that I had created by having a muffin and coffee every morning. But when I started using Shakeology, I really did have much better control over my cravings. I can't explain it. Getting all the superfoods and nutrients that my body needed from being depleted every day. Um, just I wasn't craving all that junk food, and I had so much better control over the food choices that I was making, and I did want to choose healthier options. Shakeology just gave me more energy and made me feel better. So that's what I shared with people. I also lost those last 5 pesky pounds that my body was holding on to. So that was an additional story. So you always have a story to be sharing with others. I know a lot of new coaches, when they get started, feel like they don't have a story. We all have a story. Your past is your story. Your present right now, whether you're a brand new coach, why did you get started? Why are you so excited? And your future, where are you going? Share all of that. That will inspire people. When I got started as a coach, I wasn't successful yet. I hadn't earned any income, yet I shared with excitement that I was so excited to finally be able to help people with health and fitness, and to do it with such an incredible company. And I was going to fire my boss. I hadn't done it yet, but I was going to. That's what I told people. And I did. I made it happen. I was consistent with that. But I shared with such excitement and passion that it didn't matter that I hadn't achieved that yet. The fact that I had goals and was going somewhere really inspired people. And maybe they didn't start with me right away, but they then had a story to follow. Let's see if she can really fire her boss. So put your goals out there. Be vulnerable. Share your story. You all have one to share. Whether you've earned $100 extra a week as a coach, or you're earning $4,500 a week like I am, it doesn't matter where you're at. So many people would love to earn an extra $100 a week. And I know as a brand new coach, you can earn $100 extra a week. By my second month, I earned over $800. My second month as a coach. So it is possible, and you have to share that with people so that they know what is possible. But being a product of the product, with all the new programs we have PIA, we have 3-day refresh. Use those programs. Do your before and after. 21-day fix. It's incredible because you can have a before and after in 21 days and share your story of how you're changing your habits and learning how to eat in correct moderation and portions, and people are looking for that. So as you share your story, you're not having to sell anything. You're just inviting people to join you in your journey. And number 3, the third vital behavior, is personal development. This is a very crucial vital behavior of every coach that's successful. But I will tell you, it is also the vital behavior that as a new coach, most people want to put on the back burner. Do not put your personal development on the back burner. I cannot tell you in 3 years how much I have learned through personal development, how much has created such a more balanced, happy state in my own life so that I can handle things. So I'm not reacting to everything. I was a reactor. Something would happen and I would react without thinking because I was frustrated, or it hurt my feelings, or I took it personally. And with personal development, my personal growth has definitely helped me in my own life and in my business. And it really doesn't take that much. I mean, think of the compound effect. 10 minutes of personal development a day. There are 365 days in a year, so that's 3,650 minutes of personal development. How easy is it to do 10 minutes a day? Super easy. How easy is it not to do? Super easy. It's 10 minutes. A lot of you drive to and from work. What I did as a brand new coach is I would listen to personal development to and from work. I also would listen to the national wake-up calls, the recordings while I would drive home from work. I would dial into the playback line and listen to it as I was driving home from work. So there is no reason why you can't get that additional training or additional personal development throughout your day through things you're already doing. I also, when I was a new coach, I was training for an Ironman. So I would plug in on my computer, I put up the MP3 for the past National Wake Up Calls. I listened to every past National Wake Up Call I could get my hands on because I wanted to learn and grow faster. And I wanted to figure out, from each successful coach what they were doing and pull pieces from what they were doing and implement that in my business. So those are a couple of my tips. One, use the time you have in your car for personal development. I love Shailene Johnson's Car Smart series. I listen to that all the time. I've listened to almost every CD probably 2 or 3 times because I pick up different things each time depending on what's going on in my life and what I'm, what's going on in my business and what I'm, what struggles and successes are happening to me at that time. And those little things that I pick up each time, I start implementing them in my life and my habits and my business. And it really, I cannot say enough how much personal development will help you succeed. In the 3 years that I've been a coach, at about a year and a half when I left my full-time job, I started to freak out because when I left my full-time job, I was earning about $50,000 with Beachbody and $50,000 with my full-time job. So leaving meant a pay cut, a 50% pay cut. But I knew that leaving also meant additional time for my business, less stress of trying to juggle a part-time business and a full-time job, and just wanting to get out of that job so I could put time into my business. But when I left, I freaked out and I went and tried to get another job because I was so scared. And Paul was the rational one going, this doesn't make sense. You're going to get some job making $40,000 a year when you're making that with Beachbody part-time, double the effort, double the amount of time you're able to put in your business and how much faster that's going to be able to grow. Why are you doing this? But when I went to all of these interviews, and I did get a lot of job offers in a time when everybody was saying that no one was hiring, and it really came down to all the questions they were asking me, my personal growth in a year and a half had skyrocketed. I had learned more in that year and a half than I had learned in 4 years getting my degree. And because of that, I think that's why all these jobs were being offered to me. Now, I didn't take any of them, and I realized I was being silly and put more time into my business. And I'm very thankful to say that within 3 to 4 months, my income as a coach, after I left my full-time job, so about a year and 9 months, I surpassed the 6 figures. So I was earning over 6 figures on a monthly basis, which created 6 figures annually. So just that 3 months of being able to put full time really did skyrocket my business and was a great choice, great decision. But thankful for Paul, my wonderful fiance, for being the rational one when my irrational brain took over. But really what got me through that was having him there as my support system, having my team there as a support system, and also my personal development. Now, the fourth vital behavior that I want to talk with you all about, and this isn't we always talk about the 3 vital behaviors, but to me, I think there's a 4th vital behavior. And that 4th vital behavior is to always be adding to your network. If you continuously invite the same 200 people month after month after month, one, they're going to say no. They're going to say no. I remember my first month as a coach, I probably invited 200 people, and I had 3 yeses. And I was okay with that. I was going to invite them again until they were ready. I was going to share my story and plant those seeds and develop those relationships and just be there so that maybe in a year or 2 years or 3 years, when they're ready to commit to their health and fitness, or when they're struggling and they want to be able to stay home with their kids and earn an income doing so, I can help them. I have a gift. I have an opportunity to help them with those struggles and to help them achieve success and reach goals that they want to reach in their life. But maybe that timing isn't right now. So that was okay. That was okay if they said no. But if I was just inviting the same 200 people, I might have to wait for those other 197 people to say yes. I might have to wait a year or 2 years or 3 years, which I'm all for doing. But I had goals I wanted to achieve. I had people I wanted to help, and I knew there were people out there that were looking for this opportunity like I was. I was stuck. I was depressed. I needed something that allowed me everything I wanted in life, and people thought I was crazy and that wasn't possible, but I wasn't going to take that for an answer. That was not okay with me. I wanted more out of life, and I was going to find it. And when I came across the opportunity and talked with my coach about it, I was all in. She couldn't have said anything wrong to get me to change my mind. I wanted to start immediately. I wanted to be a coach. I wanted to help people with health and fitness. I wanted flexibility in my schedule. And I wanted an opportunity that allowed me to grow personally, professionally, to grow my income, to not be stuck. I was tired of being stuck and being told that that was life and I had to be okay with it. And I know there are people out there just like me looking for opportunity, and I need to find them. So I have to be consistently adding to my network. And with all these vital behaviors, it's not enough just to do them on occasion. You can't just do them when you feel like it. There are days, I love my business, I love what I do, but there are days that I am lazy and I am unmotivated and I don't want to do things, but I do them anyways. So these 4 vital behaviors are the things that I do consistently. And I am going to share another video. I'm going to create another video that goes through a Power Hour to-do list and what these 4 vital behaviors look like broken down in a to-do list on a daily basis. So I will go ahead and share that with you all in another video. I hope this has helped you in some way. I hope it's giving you some ideas for your business. You can achieve the success that you're looking for. It takes time, it takes consistency, it takes growth on your part. It takes you being the change that you want to see in other people. It takes so much growth, and it is so worth every single moment of it. I wish you all the best in your businesses and your goals, and hope you all have a rockin' week.